about to do a story time. This is kind of like a war story and might trigger certain people. Fair warning. This is what active addiction, the situations it puts you in. Just know I'm living my life differently now, but I'm going to go into some details of something that took place over here. So, the reason why I showed where I was at earlier, that's a more or less well known projects here in my city, Highland Homes on the west side. When they want to, it goes hard over there. For the most part, it's not a very nice place when it wants to be like that. Like I said, it's not always like that, but when it is, it is. And one time I put in there, I'm gonna leave names out because I know they're probably watching this, and we're still friends to this day. So I'm gonna leave the name out. But I went in there one time and I had grabbed something. But when I grabbed what I grabbed, I got outside and realized that they wasn't what they were supposed to be. It was ibuprofen. So I was pissed, right? But then they said someone else gave it to him. They try to blame it on the middleman dude, right? So I chased down the middleman dude, and I'm like, I literally went down the street with him, but really all they did was got what they wanted from him, and then put the blame on him. But they already had what they had ready for me. They tried to hit me with the okie doke. It was somebody and their dad, and I ended up going down there to the dude, some black dude I didn't even know him, pulled up on him right next to his car. It was me and Monique, and I had somebody in the back seat. And I'm like, hey, and I broke it down, you know. And dude was like, nah, that dude's lying to you. I just gave him this much of this and this much of this. He's lying to you. And I'm like, all right, man. So I turned around, went back down there because I more or less believed him, even though I didn't know him. It just made the most sense. You know what I'm saying? Dude didn't seem, I mean, you can't trust nobody, but it definitely didn't seem like dude was trying to like do that little fuck shit over something like $100 or whatever. I ain't saying he wouldn't, like I said, but it made the most sense that dude did what he did. So I turn around, I go back down there, I end up confronting him and shit, and he's lying about it at first, and his dad's telling me to get the fuck out their house. So I'm pretty much getting pissed because now I feel like they're both just kind of sweeping me under the rug so they can do what they want to do. And I ended up getting him to tell me that he'll give me his the money back, just not right now. Like more or less, in a way, I felt like he was feeling bad or kind of half-ass admitting it, like saying he'll pay me back, but he just can't right now. You know what I'm saying? So I was mad. So I hauled off and just fired on him right there, right? And then me and him got to scrapping in the living room. Dad got involved. Me and him scuffled a little bit in the kitchen. And then some people came in, broke it up, people who live out there and shit. I jumped back in the car. My homie and Monique are in the car, like confused, and I'm telling them what happened. And yeah, I still never got that money back. But that's all active addiction shit. Like you shouldn't be in a situation like that. I should have never pulled in to a bad project to try to give my money to somebody else. It was actually not even mine all the way. It was a family member's of mine that was breaking me off. So imagine how they felt. They probably felt like I was ripping them off. You see what I'm saying? It was a chain reaction of fuckery. None of this shit is good, but it's all bad. I'm not glorifying it. That's why I said in the very beginning, trigger warning possibly. But it was a story time that, like I said earlier, it's a part of my truth. It's a part of my memories. I think about this shit. That dude's dad ended up passing away, so RIP to him. I spoke to that dude not that long ago, probably like 2 months ago. I seen him and got his number and I called him and we talked. Never brought the money up, none of that. Because he's doing better now. He's not living like that. I'm not living like that. I think he might like smoke and drink and shit a little bit, but that ain't nothing compared to what it was before. And he's doing good. He got a girl, a job, their own crib, car, all that. So, some people will say like, why I bring this up? You could say that or feel that way. I don't care. This is my channel, not yours. Like I said, I'm speaking my truth because this type of shit is on my mind sometimes. And I like to remember where I came from and show people where I came from. That was a normal day. Some shit like that happening, was actually a mild day in my addiction. That was like a day in the park, a easy cakewalk type of day right there. I went through a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It's like serious, serious shit that I've been through in my life behind my addiction. I don't know how I'm still alive. I really don't. Uh, I've had numerous near-death experiences, and that's actually why I started looking into the whole quantum immortality thing about alternate timelines, parallel realities, because I still feel like there's no way I survived everything I went through. And you know that theory states that if something happens and you have an ending, you actually do unalive, but then your consciousness transfers to another reality where it's identical to the one you came from. And they blame it on deja vu and shit like that. But yeah, that shit was crazy, y'all. Like thinking that, because I've had like 4 different times that I feel like I should not be here. 3 on accident and 1 that I felt I did to myself, unallow myself. But then again, they also tell me I'm crazy and I got mental health shit, so I don't know. But I also used to drink real bad, like real bad, to the point where I would get drunk and not act the same. It dulled my personality and made me everything that bothers me will come out. So like even though I might be good at putting on a smile during the day, acting like I'm fine, as soon as I get to drinking, the way I feel with depression, the way I feel with anger, resentments, anything like that is coming to the surface. And then the issue is I take it out on other people from the slightest shit. Like I could be okay right now, something happens, it triggers me, and then I change and I'm not the same person. Like now I'm just fucked up and I'm in a weird mindset. People's told me my eyes turn black too. The other night I caught a case, not the night from the shit at the store with the robbery and when I ran, we almost got away from the cops, but they raided the house. The other situation, my other case, was when I was sleeping in my bed. 2 cops came in there. They tried to grab me out the bed for a warrant slash domestic with me and Monique. I elbowed him in the face. Like, don't fucking grab me in my bed while I'm laying here asleep. And then they try to, they try to choke me out, punch me and kick me. So I flipped him over me. He landed in a garbage can. I kicked him right in his fucking nose. Hard as shit. It's all on body cam. The other one charged me. I punched him in his shit. And then we ended up falling, and then they ended up beating my ass. They beat the fuck out of me. Like, they gave me stitches. I was already down, handcuffed, and then they still punched me 3, 4 more times, which is crazy because it was all on body cam. They didn't give a fuck. And then I got in the ambulance, and the ambulance dudes punched me a couple times. I ain't making this shit up. Like, I was strapped down, handcuffed. They switched my handcuffs over to zip ties and put me on like that board because they were like, yeah, he's going to the psych unit first. They was like, not only does he got a caseload, he just did all this crazy shit. And my girl said my eyes turned black and I acted like I was a fucking psycho. So they wanted to send me to the psych unit. Well, when I'm in the ambulance, strapped down and shit, we should have just left and went to the ambulance, right? They fucking punched me in my shit like 3 times. But it's whatever, because they said I was spitting at them. You know what I'm saying? I was strapped down. There was nothing else I could do, so I spit at them. But you guys who fuck with me on here, I want you to get like a glimpse of the idea of where I have came from and where I am now. So you just got a small glimpse into that. I went into the story of how I sold to some cops. I went into the story of how I did they got me for the robbery at Sunoco. I went into a story about me and somebody I known since we was teenagers. Me, him, and his dad got into a fight in their house because they was on fuck shit. I was on fuck shit. Everything mashed together as a bunch of fuck shit. These are stories that show where I've came from, where I am now, and where I'm headed. The other part was about my mom. She trusts me to give her my her credit card for the ATM machine, and I love that. I love my mom. I love my brother, my grandma Janet, uh, all my cousins and aunts. It's too many to name, but I got a lot. And uncles, everything. I miss my grandpa. I miss my grandma, Ellen, my grandpa Ernie. I got a lot of family that I lost while I was incarcerated. I'm gonna actually do an entire video on that because it's 11 people. and my dog. 11 people between family and friends and my dog. But April 5th is my new clean date from alcohol. I'm on psych medications and I'm on the MAT program. And I smoke a little bit. That's all I do. Trees, that is. But all right, y'all, enjoy your night. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed.